Good morning guys, and welcome back to another video. Today what we're gonna do is install the OEM high pressure fuel pump back in this guy again. So we've been back and forth. As you can tell, there's an error with the fuel tank. My rail pressure has been really weirded out these past couple days. As you'll see in a moment, we're gonna check the rail pressure. Yeah, and if I try to start it, keep in mind fuel pumps are already primed, ready to go. I had 034 check over that low pressure fuel pump many times, and they said pressure is okay. There was a broken O-ring last time, but she's been back and forth with them for the past couple of weeks, but they said that checks out. And so we'll have to move on to checking out the HPA pump. I did get contacted by another user of this HPA pump, and he said he had the exact same issues as me and that he had to ship it out for them to service. Luckily, I did get in contact with HPA, and we're sorting out the warranty work right now, which is why we're removing this pump, shipping the HPA pump to Canada, putting in the OEM one, running that for a bit until the pump comes back. Yeah, I'll go ahead and start it and show you guys what I've been dealing with for the past couple days. So break down, and now I'll start. Yeah, you see that? It takes a pretty damn long time to crank. I am getting a check engine light as well. And what's really weird too is that after, say, I'll drive the car for a bit and then I'll park the car, the rail pressure will just start dropping automatically. So I've been working with Alex, my tuner. I've been working with 034, been asking around on the forums, you know, trying to get as much information, trying to get this solved so that we can go ahead and get the tuning done on her. Today Brandon's going to be helping me out, so we'll go over to his place, this one out, get the OEM one in, and we'll get it shipped off, and hopefully she'll be back within a week or so. That's what's going on right now. So yeah, head over to Brandon's and I will record when we're there. So see you guys in a bit. Okay, so we made it to Brandon's apartment. I'm gonna find a spot to park up in. Oh my god, the famous spot. Good morning, sir. What is that?
Allegra.
Oh, all right. Now look at that rail pressure. It just starts dropping automatically. But hopefully swapping in the OEM one will fix it for a bit until we get this one serviced. You probably want the car to sit for a bit before you start on it right away, especially since I've been driving it. So it's still pretty hot, but we're gonna start on this just like last time. Remember to, do you have an extra, I'll use this. Disgusting. Take this rag, shove it underneath, just in case any fuel spills. But with my fuel pressure, probably not. Piece of shit. God damn it. And remember, you want to let the engine sit at least 20 minutes, but we'll just go ahead and fuck it and start it anyway.
Do you have to depressurize it?
What's up?
You have to depressurize it?
Shit already depressurizes by itself. Ah, okay, never mind. It's hot. That's hot as balls, bro. That's hot as balls. Yeah.
Pull it up.
Okay. That connector is out. Put it away. Now we're gonna take care of those two on the bottom. Remember, if the system's under pressure, there's gonna be fuel that spills out. In my case, maybe not, 50-50, we'll see. Shit. We're not working at Jacob's garage today, so we don't have all the adequate tools that we need. This is just a mishmash of what I can find at home. We'll see if this will get the job done. There we go. Okay, fuel spilling, so we're just gonna let it sit and depressurize then. Okay, we're gonna release the pressure just a little more. I'll just let it a little bit spill out. Oh, that smells. Yup. Sweet gasoline. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's slowly letting the pressure out. In the meantime, maybe we'll just crack these guys. This is your M10 triple square. Oh! Get ready for hot fuel. Nice, okay. So that's off now. Now you're gonna use pliers to get that shit off. Oh! You good?
Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
Did you get that on film?
Yeah.
It shot like the tip of my head. Dude, that hit you square in the
Fucking, yeah. Oh my god. I don't know. Fuck. Well, that's what happens when two idiots try to install a high pressure fuel pump. Okay, this hose is out now. I dropped the goddamn channel locks down here.
You good?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was...
It didn't get you in the face?
Nah, it got me a little bit in the face. Like, it got me in the mouth. It's fucking disgusting, dude. We can still hear it hissing. It's just spilling a lot. Let me see. Let's see. There we go. Cool. Put this one back in now. Clean it off a little bit. What? Yeah. Fuck, my bad.
Oh, fuck.
There we go. Whew. Jesus. All right, here we go. Okay. Well, let's go take her on a drive. Idle pressure looks good. Let me stop it and see if it drops. Nah, see, it's going up. That means it's the fucking HPA bullshit. Let's fucking go! Let's go! Let's go! Yup! Fuck that piece of... Oh wait, it's a fuck that piece of shit! Let's go! Let's fucking go! So she drives smooth. We have now deduced that is the HPA fuel pump that was acting up. So we'll go ahead and get that shipped out to HPA, and then maybe take a week for them to ship it back. Just glad to know that this pump is working okay. Rail pressure is good. No long crank startup shit. Like I said, we'll go ahead and get this shipped off, and as soon as we get it back, install it, and I will let you guys know how it is. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Right, Brandon? Yeah. So as you can see, the rail pressure is okay. It's going up slowly. So that's good. That's a good sign that the pump is working correctly and it's not leaking or faulty or anything. If you remember before, the HPA pump was down at 400 and going down to 200 to 100 at this point. So I'm glad we got this solved.